Our first deck is going to be a blue-red spells deck, mainly featuring Delver of Secrets and Smoldering Egg. So let me just pull out the core over here. So we've got 3 main creature payoffs for having spells. So we've got Delver of Secrets, which is one of, historically one of the greatest 1-drops in Magic. A really fun card. I had to get a chance to play with this card. So it's a 1/1, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you reveal the top card of your library, and if it's an instant or sorcery, you get to flip it into a 3/2 flyer. So if you can flip it early, it's just a ton of pressure. We're playing tons of instants and sorceries, so this should flip pretty often. And then there's this new card, Smoldering Egg, which has been an absolute behemoth to play with. It's so much fun. So it's an 0/4 egg for only 2 mana. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, however much mana it costs, you put that many counters on it. And when it gets 7 counters, you flip it into a 4/4 flyer that whenever you cast an instant or sorcery deals 2 to any target, which is just a beating against a lot of decks. This thing can end the game really quickly. And it's actually a really good combo with Memory Deluge, which flashes back for exactly 7. So you can play Smoldering Egg, flash back a Deluge, and flip it instantly the next turn. It can be really fun. And then the third payoff we're playing is Poppet Stitcher. So this card is a 2/3 for 3, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you make one of these 2/2 zombie decayed tokens. But once you have 3 of those, you can flip it and make it into Poppet Factory, which makes all of your tokens 3/3s instead of 2/2s, and then also they lose all of the drawbacks of Decayed, so they can block, and they don't die if you attack with them. And then if you ever lose your tokens, you can flip it back over to the Stitcher. So that's our main creature package. Our spells package is 4 of this the new cantrip, Consider. So this allows you to draw a card for 1 blue mana, but you can also look at the top card of your library and put it into your graveyard, which is nice with flashback spells. We're playing 4 Frostbite, because this is just really good early removal. So we're playing the whole Snowland package. We can't play too many Volatile Fjords, because we really want to be able to hit Delver turn 1. But we have enough Snowlands with this to play Frostbite. And then we're also playing... Here, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to put these in a little stack real quick. We're also playing 3 Jawari Disruption, which is a really good counter spell. Kind of protects our threats early, and also acts as a land, and 1 Salundi Vision as our kind of creature land or our spell lands. And then moving up, we have our main 2-drop spell, which is this new card, Arcane Infusion. So it's blue-red to look at the top 4, and you can get an instant or sorcery and put it in your hand, and then also as flashback. So this card is great because it racks up our spells. It allows us to spend a lot of mana on spells later if we need to for Smoldering Egg, and it finds our counter spells. So that's the big way that we win the game, is we get one of these threats down early, one of these 1, 2, or 3 cost threats, and then we just counter everything that they can do, and these are instants and sorceries, so they kind of help us make our threats even better. So the counterspell package we're playing is 4 Saw It Coming, and 3 of this new spell, Flip the Switch. So this is a 3-mana counterspell unless they pay 4, which is quite a bit. And then when you cast it, you also get a 2/2 zombie creature token with Decayed. So it helps us out with our Poppet Stitcher, can start flipping it a lot earlier. And usually it's just going to be a counterspell. Sometimes they can pay the 4. It's pretty rough, but I've been actually enjoying the card quite a bit. And then Memory Deluge is another just insane card that's new. So it's 4 mana to look at the top X, where X is the amount that you paid to cast it, and put 2 of them in your hand. So at 4 mana, it's 4. Look at the top 4 and put 2 in your hand. But then when you flash it back for 7, it's look at the top 7 and put 2 in your hand, which is just a nutty amount of cards to see. It's basically what was that? Dig Through Time. Really, really good card. So yeah, that's the deck. I'm gonna put it back in order here, so you can see. So our curve is really low, so we're not actually playing that many lands. We're playing 17 plus 4, 21 lands plus the 4 spell lands, which we really want to be able to play the Jawari Disruptions and Selenium Visions as spells a lot of the time. So, yeah, let's hop into it. I've really been enjoying this new standard format so far. It's just got a lot of variety, a lot of different types of decks that you can play. Really been entertaining. Okay, so this is definitely a good enough hand to keep. A little annoying we can't play the Delver on turn 1, but we don't have anything we need to do on turn 2 anyway, so definitely going to keep this. And at the very least, we can Delver and keep Frostbite up. Frostbite's really critical for this deck to, you know, stave off some early aggression. Oh! And there we go. So it's really important to get Delver down turn 1 because, well, we do a lot of instance sorcery in this deck. It's not guaranteed to flip, so you want to get the most looks at it you can. Oh, so it looks like we're going up against the Werewolf deck. I've seen this deck a little bit. Oh yeah, so we hit. Now we get a 3-2. I'm going to play this so we can Jawari Disruption because they have that 3-mana 3-3 that draws whenever he hits. A little pack leader. I think we're fine with that. Fearless Pup. I think I'm going to No, I think we're going to let this happen, because we can just Frostbite this turn on this guy. Although, we might have wanted to hold Frostbite for Pack Leader, I'm not sure. But, I think we go no attacks here with the plan to block the 3-3 with our Aberration. A lot of times we want to be aggressive with this deck, but they have such an aggressive start. Oh yeah, so they're not even triggering Pack Tactics and drawing a card. I think kind of a mistake by them. If all he's doing this turn is pumping the Fearless Pup, I'm totally fine with that. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so we take 2. That's fine. Yeah, this is why they have so many good 3-drops in this deck. Yeah, this one's kind of a nightmare to deal with if you haven't seen it before. Okay, I think at this point we have to play Disruption as a... Actually, I think we just pass. Kind of fine with everything they have in play. They wanted to spend their mana to do that. Yeah, so Tovolar is the other 3-mana spell that we're really worried about a lot of the times in this deck. But they just get to counter that. So that's the beauty of this deck. We just get to counter all their threats. And eventually our threats are going to take over the game. So now we have Memory Deluge up. If they don't cast anything important, we can just Deluge. If they cast something important, we can Saw Coming. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep countering their threats. I mean, I'm fine taking 2. If they're using their mana to do that, I'm not. Yeah. And we want to use Flip the Switch there so that, because it's more conditional than Saw Coming is. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't attack. This thing can't block. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep countering. Because now we not only get to counter, but we get to Arcane Infusion. Not more counter spells. I think I'm going to take Consider here. We could have taken Arcane Infusion, but we're going to be casting Deluge soon. So we don't have as much mana, and I guess we also want to hit creatures. So Arcane Infusion not being able to find our creature threats means that we have to use it to find cards that will, like Consider. And I'm not going to block. If he wants to spend mana activating, so be it. I'll take 4. Not that I could block anyway. Okay, so we have to let this happen. So I think we Memory Deluge first. Yeah, okay, so let's get one of these, and I think I saw it coming. And then I think we'll consider, I think we don't want another saw it coming, so I'm going to put it in the graveyard. Just get another one. Smoldering Egg is a surprisingly good blocker. Although he is going to be able to do some pack tactic stuff. He's going to be able to pump the pack leader. But I think we're okay with that. If he tries to play anything, we saw it coming, and then our Smoldering Egg's going to be flipping pretty soon. And if he doesn't do anything, we just flash back our Arcane Infusion. And then almost anything we hit off Infusion is going to flip our Smoldering Egg. Yeah, so he gets to draw a card. Block like this. We go down pretty low here. It's going to be a close game for sure. I don't know what I want here. I kind of want Salundi Vision. Because it flips our thing cheaper. And also can help us find Frostbite. That's what we really need right now. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I'm going to look for Frostbite. We don't hit it, but we do hit Consider, which is just pretty good here. Because now our Ashmoth is huge, so we can do some stuff. Because if he commits to making this a 5/3, we can kill at least some of his stuff, or we can kill it in response. I mean, we do need to hit something with some of these Considers. Otherwise, we're in trouble, but worst comes to worst, we can block, and then we only take one off that. Yeah, so he's going to do that. Okay, I think we Consider now. Okay, so here's the thing. We could do two triggers onto here, and then block the wolf. And but we take 2 and die, so we can't do that. So I'm gonna do kill that. Put it in our graveyard if you don't want to know. Consider again. Kill that. Oh, that's exactly what we want. We're looking for the Frostbite. So now we just Frostbite, kill the pack leader, kill the wolf. Boom. And that's the power of Ashmouth Dragon. I mean, that's just beautiful. And then I think we just swing for 4 and see what he does. We can Deluge to kill the Fearless Pup if we need to, or if he tries to play something, we can saw it coming. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take Frostbite, and I think Arcane Infusion. So he foretold something. I'm just going to kill this now while I know I can. And deal 2 to him. And now we have the Saw Cummings up, so this game is pretty much over. And might as well attack with the Decay Toad. And I want to just leave as much mana up as I can for the Saw Cummings. Yeah, so I'm just going to counter that. 2 to him. And GG. Gotta win. Let's go. Oh, and we're ranking up. I'm still trying to climb to Mythic on this account. I think it'll be really fun to do in the new standard. go again. Yeah, so this is a great hand. We got turn 1 Delver into turn 2 Smoldering Egg. Got Jawari Disruption to keep us going. Ooh, I haven't seen a lot of black red yet. I wonder what he's playing. Battlefield, each opponent gets a 1/1 human creature token. Whenever. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we do want to reveal the Deluge to the Sextile Aberration. Swing here. And then I think we do play Smoldering Egg. I'm a little scared of what he's going to play next turn. Part of me wants to leave the Wire Disruption up, but I think we can wait one more turn on that and start getting Smoldering Egg going. Because we can just take 3 from this. Or I guess 4. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with this. Yeah, now I get to leave up Sot coming. And I'm not blocking, so I'm just going to say... This thing is kind of annoying. Eventually we're going to have to find something for that, but... I think we'll get to Sot coming this turn, plus Memory Deluge next turn, which means we get to flip Smoldering Egg pretty soon. Yeah. I could Jawari Disruption there, but I want to try to get to the 7 for Smoldering Egg. If I can. I might have to jump this at some point with the Insectile Aberration. Yeah, see, because now we can Jawari Disruption plus Arcane Infusion. And flip the egg. Or we can Memory Deluge, flip, and then Jawari Disruption plus Infusion to kill this or something. We're going pretty low here, but you kind of have to with this deck. And, he's pretty low too. Menace. When it enters the battlefield, but it wasn't looking at each other vampire you control. Okay. Fine with that. I'm probably going to end up chump blocking with my Insectile Aberration soon. So I'm just going to Deluge, hope to hit probably Frostbite, because then I can Frostbite plus trigger. Yeah, so I'm going to have to counter that. And then Arcane Infusion. Hopefully we hit a Frostbite. We do. Let's go. And then we can Frostbite this. Kill. And oh, I guess we could have 1 there, because we could have just swung at him, dealt 2 to him. Huh, that's a good play pattern to remember for next time. Could have just lethal it. But yeah, you get lethal out of nowhere with this deck. I forget myself sometimes, because I always forget that Ashmoth can. Yeah, okay, so that I'm fine. I always forget that Ashmoth can attack the. Ashmoth can attack the turn that. Yeah, so he loses now. Because this. But yeah, I was going to attack the turn it flips, because it's not a new creature, so it doesn't have Summoning Sickness. But yeah, another win here. This deck is pretty powerful. I've been pretty happy with it. There's a lot of different ways you can build it. Not all the builds play Delver. Not all the builds play the Puppet Master. But the core of like this egg plus the 4-mana spell that looks at 4 and draws 2, that you can't really change. Yeah, Memory Deluge. You're a little slower, but I'll keep this. Hope I can show you guys the power of Poppet Stitcher this game. Foretell the saw coming. He played an equipment. With Fireblade Charger. Oh, this is actually kind of an annoying combo, because if I kill it, the charger just goes back to his hand. It has haste anyway, so I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to make Poppet Stitcher and try to get to some decay tokens pretty quickly. And I might just have to take 3 for a little bit here. Hopefully I hit a land, because then I can play Smoldering Egg, leave Saw It coming up, and if it doesn't play anything, I can still Frostbite or something else. Late on. That might be a problem. Okay, so we have to leave up Frostbite this turn, because if he activates Plate Armor, I think we have to kill it in response. So, with that being said, I think we want a Smoldering Egg, because he's going to kill my Poppet Stitcher off of the Fireblade Charger. So, we need another threat in play. But at least we'll get 1 Decayed Zombie, because we have the second Poppet Stitcher, so we can hopefully get that going. Obviously, if he plays like a big spell here instead of doing that, yeah. But we have Frostbite for that one too. Yeah, so let's just Frostbite it here. He might go face. 5 is a lot of damage. No, he's not going face. And then whatever he kills to equip with the sword next turn, I think we just try to kill with Frostbite. Question is, do we leave up Saw It Coming, or do we play Delver? And I think the answer is we play Delver, because it can trade with the Fireblade Charger. And hopefully he goes to equip Bruenor, because I really would rather kill Bruenor with the Frostbite. Yeah. Okay, we get to kill Bruenor. He was just re-equipped, so that was there, but ooh, Runeforge Champion, interesting. Yeah. Do we take 4? Do we chump? I think we just take 4. If we flip Delver, it's better. Yeah, I think we flip Delver here. And then I don't really want to pass, because if I just pass, he could just not cast anything. Which he might, because he might do that because he sees your Wire Disruption. Although he might not realize I have Saw It Coming. So man, this Fireblade Charger is going to be a problem. Actually, I think I'm just going to cast the Poppet Stitcher. Pass the turn. Take 4 if he swings with that, and trade with the Runeforge Champion if he swings with that. Although I guess I could also jump. I could double block. Another possibility. Man, I haven't seen this equipment deck. This is a cool deck. Not a lot of cards you don't see. Oh, this is going to be a beating, because this can just equip for free. So essentially, I'm going to have to just find enough jump blockers for this. So I'm just going to jump now while I don't. Yeah, this game is not going super well. And the counterspell there pretty much seals it, because now we can't even cast anything unless he casts something. Oh, I probably should have played Jawari Disruption as a land at that point. Well, yeah. And I think we have to take 9 here, because our only chances with Pop is Stitcher. Oh yeah, and he just doesn't cast anything. Okay, well. Got to show you the power of the first couple games. Didn't quite come together that game. But yeah, so that's the Blue-Red Delver deck.